got a super exciting package in the mail, but before I show you guys that package, first I want to tell you a quick story. Once upon a time, two freshly married, very naive kids were thrown into the world without any idea of what they were doing in life, what the world would throw at them, or really anything. We didn't really know anything. The one thing we did know was that we were about to leave everything we've ever known, moving away from all of our friends and all of our families to start something new and exciting and beautiful and amazing. We started completely fresh. And there was something so cleansing and so exciting about starting something from the bottom. And even though we didn't know much about the world or anything, the one thing that we did know was that we didn't want to forget it. The up and downs, the mistakes, the goodbyes, the welcome homes, those were the things worth remembering. And so we started vlogging. Culp is our last name and fiction is a story, and this was the story of us, and it just made sense. So we started recording all of the moments. And it has been such an amazing, wild ride this entire time. When we started vlogging, I believe it was August of 2013. Wow, almost exactly 3 years, that's crazy. We used a camcorder, and it was a piece of junk. I mean, like, it did the job, but it was kind of awkward and bulky and just weird to carry around. My birthday came around that year, and the one thing that I wanted was a new vlog camera, something that was a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, but had really good quality. So we got this camera that I'm recording on right now. This is the Sony RX100 Mark II. It was brand new when it came out, when we bought it, and it was incredibly exciting. It was a lot of money, but it was something that I was so passionate about that it was worth it. It was a good investment, and we have used it constantly ever since then. So almost 3 years ago, this camera has lasted the entire time. Over the course of those 3 years, this thing is a tank, but it has gotten so beat up. Half of the buttons don't work anymore. The quality is good, but the white balance is terrible, or it was good and it got terrible. More and more focus is shifting where it'll focus on my face, but then it'll focus on the background and it won't be able to find my face again, and that's an issue when I talk to the camera a lot. It has seen better days. So I'm about to show you our upgrade. A new vlog camera as we retire this one. Maybe not retire, because I mean, like, this thing still works. It's a good thing to have a backup. We needed something new, so we got something new. You guys are going to come from this thing from now on. This is the Canon G7X Mark II. This one is also brand new. I've always been team Sony. I've always loved Sony cameras. I think the quality is fantastic. Honestly, it came down to the Canon G7X Mark II, this one that I ended up buying, or the Sony RX100 Mark IV, which is this exact camera, but up 2 levels essentially, just because models have been released every year since I bought this one. But the Sony RX100 Mark IV is just shy, I believe, of $1,000. And the reason, as far as I could tell, that it is so expensive is because you can shoot in 4K for 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure is why it's so expensive. For me personally, 4K is not important. It's not that important. It's not worth an extra $300 to pay for a camera that does that. I love the RX100 series. I recommend them if you are looking for a vlogging camera. The Sony RX100 series, fabulous. But it was time for me to get a Canon. This Canon, I really enjoy the colors that the Canon gives off, and I also really enjoy the pop that you get with the G7X Mark II. There's just kind of a crispness to it that I really like, and I definitely think it was just time to give it a shot. So we're gonna record a lot this weekend. In fact, we might record so much this weekend that either this vlog is going to be extremely long or it's gonna be split into 2 vlogs. Probably split into 2 vlogs, in which case you guys will get a bonus vlog next week. So, yay! Alrighty. It's fully charged, so let's give the new camera a go. I'm also going to bake some cookies because it's Friday night. I discussed in a previous vlog that I have no self-control when it comes to sweets, but if I make my own sweets, at least then I have to put in the work to make it happen, and I killed it in the gym today. I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow, and I really want some cookies. So I'm gonna make some cookies, and we're gonna test out the new camera while baking cookies. So let's get it all ready to go. Oh, okay, okay. So, oh my God, I can see myself. I haven't been able to see myself since the flip out camera, where like our original camera, the camcorder I was talking about, that's gonna take some getting used to, because obviously you guys don't want me looking up there. Up there. That's so weird. But down here. So, it's nice knowing I'm in frame though, not gonna lie. Okay. So weird. Oh, and I can focus, I can touch the screen and have it focus. What? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, anyway, yeah, gonna play with settings a little bit, then we're gonna bake cookies.
Think of me. Remember to slow down. 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 Think of me.
So, these are the cookies. So far, we still have some cookie dough in here, which I'm definitely gonna eat maybe a couple spoonfuls of. But first, we're gonna bake these guys. They're sugar cookies. Very, very easy, very basic cookie recipe. I will link it in the description bar down below. I like my cookies soft. I don't like crunchy, well, I mean, like, I like all cookies. If the cookies are crunchy, I will still eat them, but I prefer soft cookies. These ones will end up a little bit soft. We're gonna throw them in the 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for only a couple minutes. And normally, sugar cookies, you can kind of dust them with sugar or even like a cinnamon sugar mixture, and then they turn more into snickerdoodles if you like snickerdoodles. But if you're a little bit adventurous, what I like to do actually is dust the cookies before they go in the oven with just a little bit of salt. Just a dash on each cookie gives a really nice balance to the cookie because it's the perfect combination of salty and sweet. I give it a try. If you like salty and sweet mixtures, give it a try. A little bit of salt instead of sugar. It's really, really good. That's not gonna get old. Here are the lovely looking cookies. I'm actually really impressed with how nice they look because last time I made these cookies, I made the total mistake when I was reading like how to make them. I read it as putting them on a greased cookie sheet instead of an ungreased cookie sheet. So what happens when you put it on a greased cookie sheet is they all kind of expand and make one giant cookie on your cookie sheet. I'm gonna eat probably 2 cookies if I can stop myself. And then I'm going to finish watching. I have been watching The Last Kingdom. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I've talked about this in vlogs before, but let's be honest, what haven't I talked about in vlogs before? But I really love period pieces. Any show or movie that takes place in the past, I really, really like for some reason. And the farther back you go, usually the more I like it. And The Last Kingdom is about Vikings and the Viking conquest, Wessex, Northumbria, everything like that. And I love it. I love that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna finish watching The Last Kingdom. It's a show, by the way. It's on Netflix. I don't know if I mentioned that. So if you're looking for something new to watch and you like period pieces and Vikings, give it a go. I'm gonna dig in to these guys. Good morning, everybody. It is a new day, and if there's one thing that I have noticed so far about this camera, it's that I look so white. I think I still have to play with the settings a little bit. It'll take me a little while, I think, to get used to, for sure. But yeah, the other camera was not as bad about displaying my super paleness, but I noticed that when I was in the kitchen, there were just some scenes or like some moments where it was like, dang, I'm literally glowing. I think I have to play with the exposure a little bit. Where are my glasses? See, you know, this is one of the reasons I said in the last vlog where it was like, I ordered 6 or 7 pairs of glasses on Zenny Optical because I lose them all. Let's go see the creatures. Creatures. Hi, Juniper. I also noticed that I like the picture and I like the colors a little bit more on this camera, but I do miss the audio of the Sony. I feel like I have to speak up a little bit more with this camera, and I don't know if I'll be able to adjust like microphone settings at all. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it because it's new, and I'm looking forward to playing with it a little bit more. Also, I left it on auto mode, which I might just have to change because I don't know if auto is what I should be playing with. Like I said, excuse me, I still have to play with it a little bit more. Did somebody sleep in her crate all night long? Oh, too tired still. No, well, it's like 10. I know, we slept in. Why are you still sleepy? I played around with the settings a little bit just to kind of see. I think I need to turn, there's this one thing that you can do with this camera. It has like an automatic ND filter built in, which is great if you're in bright like sunlight, or if you're like me and really pale and you turn on a light and then suddenly you can't see anything on the screen, which I think the ND filter would help. See, that actually looks okay. I don't know, I'm playing with it. The crazy thing is this vlog, I'm in the middle of editing, it's Saturday morning, is already almost 13 minutes long. So I'm definitely gonna be splitting this vlog into 2. This will be the boring vlog, and then the next vlog will be mildly more exciting because Kyle and McKenna, as I'm filming this, are officially in the States again, which is super crazy exciting. And I just have to I have to get a little running done this weekend. I have to clean up the house, getting stuff done. We're gonna have a party. It's gonna be great. I haven't showed you guys what it looks like outside, like when I take the camera outside. So I'm gonna do that right now. It's probably gonna be super bright when I first walk out, but I have the ND filter on, so hopefully it's not too terrible. Yep, that's kind of what I thought would happen. There we go. Still definitely have to play with it. The air conditioning box is like really obnoxious, so I'm gonna go back inside. Definitely have to play with the settings. I'm sorry if this vlog is just all over the place and just me talking about a new camera. It's always fun to get like new technology and just kind of experiment with it for a little bit. But because this vlog is getting so long, this is actually, I have decided, going to be a bonus vlog for Sunday. So you guys are gonna be seeing this on Sunday. Monday vlog should be regular, normal, and slightly more exciting because I have to clean up this house like crazy. But yeah, anyway, I am going to get going for today's question of the day because we're gonna do one on Sunday anyway, why not? What has been the favorite thing, your favorite thing you've ever purchased? Not necessarily the best investment, not necessarily the cheapest or the most expensive, but what has been your favorite thing that you have ever purchased? Because I think the Sony RX100 Mark II, our first vlog camera, that was probably up there for me. I love that camera. And I'm hoping that this one, once I kind of get used to it a little bit and play around with it a little bit more, I hope that this will be in the running as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow, actually. Bye. Oh my God. Come on, I wish we had like a breeze. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think